Hello everyone, it's Cyber here, back with another Roblox video. We are here back in Undertale Online RPG, and we're going to do a little bit more today. Since I just went over some general things in the last video, let's just get into the bread and butter of what this game is really all about. Now, the thing you're probably going to be doing most in this game is fighting bosses. And bosses give you a lot of XP, alright, and they give you a lot of souls. And they can also drop different items that you will use in the game, most likely, for at least some period of time. Now, Toriel here is the first boss, and she is quite easy. And she only has a few attacks. As you can see here, this is kind of the fighting room. And she has a few attacks, so give her a minute, she'll do that attack with the 4 fireballs kind of coming after you. And she'll also do this attack where these 4 large, yeah, like that right there. Now, she'll also follow you, and I believe she can hurt you if you get too close, so just make sure to watch out for that. She has a total of, I think, about 80 HP, so if you just kind of whittle her down with your stick or another item, you will eventually get that over with and defeat her. Anyway, Toriel drops a few items. She can drop the home key, as well as the fireball, and I'll show you those right here. So I'm gonna grab that, and this is the home key. Alright, now the home key has a sprite of the greater dog, which isn't an issue, but it's a purple key right there, as you can see. And then there's also the fireball. So we'll go test this out on Toriel. But before I do that, let's show you the home key. So when you get the home key, you can open this place, obviously the home, which is where you go in Undertale after you meet Toriel. And it's pretty much just a replica of home in the beginning of Undertale. Now if you go over here to the left and you get the pie, you can grab a slice of pie, I think one time per game session. So once you grab it once, it will go in and you store it in your box. You can't grab it again. But I believe you can maybe after you eat it or something. I'm not too sure. I haven't tested that out. But as of right now, you can't really go down here because you fight Toriel outside. But other than that, there's nothing else in here, but it is just an exact replica of the home from Undertale, and it's a pretty good replica. I think it looks pretty sick. There could be, some room for improvement in here, and once again, these 2 items, the fireball and the home key, drop from Toriel. So let's go test out the fireball on Toriel. Obviously, this being her own move, it's not that rare of a drop. Let's go ahead and test it out. So it does a base of 20 damage. I don't believe there's any burn effect or anything right now. So yeah, just does 20 damage to your opponent or your monster, or whoever you're fighting. Another thing to point out is this little bar that'll show up every time you defeat a boss. It'll show your XP as well as your souls. It goes away pretty fast, but you should be able to see it and get a good spectrum of how much XP and how many souls you've earned from that boss fight. So next, beyond the ruins, is Snowdin. Now this might be the first place you go to, depending on where you go from spawn. I recommend just fighting Toriel first just to be safe. But you can come over here too. Papyrus isn't too hard. I went over the shop. The shopkeeper here, the bunny, will just tell you about the waterfall. Looks kind of sus. There's the inn, which isn't used for anything right now, but could have some potential updates later on. Over to the right of Papyrus's, where you go to fight him, you talk to the monster kid, who will say, "Please don't leave if you get clapped by Papyrus. Stay determined." So yeah, just don't get your hopes down if you can't beat Papyrus first try. It's kind of a hard fight. But let's go and see what his abilities are. Here we are. So he has a few attacks. The first being, well, that right there. the red triangle will pop up, and after a few seconds, it'll launch some bones up at you. There's also this attack where it'll launch a total of, I think that's 8 or 6 bones. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it's 8. So he launches 8 bones at you, right? And you just have to, kind of go in a corner to avoid them. He'll also launch some bigger bones from time to time from this large mouth right here. And if you get too close to him, he'll do that attack he just did right there. He'll just smack him a few times. Yeah, see right there, he'll do that. There's also some very large bones that will kind of come up from here, from the ground, and you'll notice that if the fight goes on for a while. But they're very powerful. Be sure not to get hit by that. So let's just go ahead and knock this guy out of here. He has quite a bit of HP. I'm not sure how much. I can always calculate it and put it in the video. As you can see there, I got 156 XP and 166 souls, so pretty good. Now I believe Papyrus can only drop one thing, as of right now, and it's the bone, and I'll show you what the bone does later. Also, another important thing, around the map there's these little hearts you can find, and if you touch them, you will get a few souls, which is nice. It doesn't give you very many, but they are worth picking up every now and then, just because they do accumulate over time. Now, over past the village, you can get to the river person. Obviously, in Undertale, say Tra-la-la, beware the man who speaks in hands, which is a ghastly reference. And the river person is a shop, so you can buy bandages, which heal 10 HP and cost 100 souls, and potions, which heal 20 HP and cost 450 souls. Now, I'm not going to buy any of those. They're not too good, but there is some other things over here if you cross this bridge into this other part of Snowdin with Grillbees over here. So this guy right here, this greater dog, if you talk to him, he'll say, "Hey, I'm quite in a pickle, you see my bone was taken. If you find it, bring it to me, yeah? I'll give you a reward." Now, I did get the bone, and I will insert that clip right here. Oh my gosh. I got it. I got the bone. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go give this to the greater dog and see what happens. Gosh. I was grinding for like 20 minutes to get this. I guess isn't that bad, considering there's other drops that are much rarer. Oh, greater spear added to chest. Okay, nice. Nice, that's good. And he will give you the greater spear. The greater spear does a base damage of 33, which is better than the real knife. So keep out for that, because it's a pretty good weapon. But other than that, the only other thing you can do is go into Grillbees, and there's a chest in here, nothing you can do in here yet, but I'm sure there will be something in the future. Another thing you can do, I think kind of last thing, is if you jump on top of Grillbees here, and you kind of parkour on this invisible platform over to this Echo Flower. If you've already done this, it's just going to say no. But if you haven't, he'll say something, the Echo Flower will say something, and it will give you some XP, which is pretty cool. So make sure to go up here and grab that. It'll give you a little bit of XP. And I think that's about it for Snowdin. There's nothing else in here as of right now. I'll make sure to do future videos if other things get added, or if there needs to be other things to be reviewed. But that's all. Remember, the bone drops from Papyrus. There's a few NPCs you can talk to. There's a lot of stuff around in Snowdin to do. It's one of the more populous areas. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys in this video. And if you want to see me, once again, do more of these videos, just comment it down below and, give me a like or subscribe, and I will make sure that lets me know that you guys are wanting me to do more of this kind of stuff. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys, and I will see you all in the next one.